Hi everyone, welcome back. It's a bit cold where I'm at, so I'm in the mood for gumbo. This is my take on gumbo. So first we have, of course in gumbo, the main ingredient is the roux. So I have 2 cups of vegetable oil and 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I like a very dark roux because I feel it gives a more robust flavor. But of course you can make a very blonde roux. It also can be medium, but in this case I'm going to show you how I make my roux. Okay, so I have a whole pack of boneless chicken thighs that I've cleaned with some vinegar and lemon and chopped up in small pieces. Out of this chicken, I'm only going to use about 6 of them. Then I have a pound of peeled and deveined raw large shrimps. That's I'm gonna put in the gumbo. Also, I'm gonna use rope sausage, smoked sausage. I know most gumbo recipes call for andouille sausage, but this is what I have. So I'm showing you how you can make gumbo without using all the traditional ingredients. Next, I have a can actually, of diced tomatoes. I have 4 bay leaves that's gonna go into it. This is about 3/4 of a cup of chopped bell peppers. Traditionally, they use green bell peppers, but I have yellow, red, and orange bell peppers, so we're gonna substitute it with that. There's a whole medium sweet onion. This is 3 stalks of celery that's roughly chopped. 6 garlic cloves that I've grated because that's my preferred method. I like how it melts instead of the standard chopped garlic. This is a 12-ounce bag of frozen chopped okra that's gonna go into my gumbo. Now you can eliminate the okra. A lot of people don't like it, and the tomatoes, but I love it. So this is my take on it. Also, I have some Cajun seasoning and Cajun Creole Seasoning, as a matter of fact, and I have some Adobe with black pepper. Then I also have some cumin. As a matter of fact, it's roasted cumin, or Roasted Geera, as we call it in the Caribbean. There is some curry powder. These are all 1 teaspoonful. There's a teaspoon of fresh ground black pepper, a teaspoon of smoked paprika, a teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, and a teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm also gonna put in 1 pack of Sazon because I like the flavor that it gives. So those are the ingredients that is gonna go into my gumbo. Next, I'm gonna show you how I assemble the gumbo. Okay, so the way that I'm going to assemble my gumbo, I'm gonna cook my chicken and sausage and shrimp separate before I make my roux and then add all the other ingredients. So first and foremost, I'm gonna add probably, I would say about a tablespoon of olive oil. Then I'm gonna take about half of this chicken, which will be about 6 chicken thighs. I'm gonna put in this pan. So that's good. Okay, so as my chicken is browning, I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of this Creole Cajun seasoning to the chicken. I'm gonna season it up. And then I'm also going to add some adobo. And this is the seasoning that I'm gonna put in the chicken as it's cooking. So next we're gonna just keep cooking it until that chicken is brown. And then I'm gonna remove it and cook my shrimps next, and then my sausage. Okay, so this is what we're looking for. The chicken is not 100% done. but it will continue to cook in the gumbo. So I'm gonna pull this out and put it aside and continue to cook in the shrimp. So, all right, so I took the chicken out. Now I'm gonna add my shrimps to the same pan. All of that goodness, you want that. So here goes with the shrimps. We're gonna add it right in the same pan. We're gonna take out some of that. Okay, just like the chicken, we're gonna add a little bit of the Cajun seasonings to our shrimps. And then we're also gonna add a little bit of adobo. We're gonna repeat the same flavors that we have in our chicken. And we're just gonna cook these until there's no more pink left on the shrimps. I'll be back. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes. The shrimps have changed colors completely. That's what you want, light pink colors, so I'm gonna take them out. And ironically, this is the second thing I cook, but the shrimps are gonna be the last thing to go into the gumbo because we want them to have a little bite left. So once I take out the shrimps, I'm gonna add the sausage and we're gonna brown the sausage. Not gonna add no seasoning to the sausage because the sausage is already seasoned. Okay, for the sausage, I'm gonna add a little bit more of olive oil, about another tablespoon. Swirl that around a little bit. I'm gonna get some of that goodness from the chicken up. Then I'm gonna add the sausage. Now, the sausage is already pre-cooked, so pretty much all I'm doing is browning it, trying to get a little crust on the edges a little bit. But that's basically all we're gonna do with the sausage, and once that's done, I'm gonna make the roux. All right, so now the most important part, we're getting started on the roux. So I have my pot on the stove and I'm gonna add 2 cups of vegetable oil. Wanna make sure that oil is hot. Now this step, you gotta be very patient for. Roux is not something that can be rushed. You don't want to cook it too fast and you don't wanna cook it too slow. You want to make sure that you get the consistency and the color and the texture and the flavor you're looking for. If it's cooked too fast, it can burn, and that would be awful. So please, if anything, take your time with this step. I'm waiting for my oil to get hot, then I'm going to add my flour, and it's going to take about 15 minutes to get the color that I want. So here we go. I'm gonna add the 2 cups of flour to the 2 cups of oil. Slowly, I'm gonna use the whisk to make sure that it's all well blended. And you gotta keep stirring this. All right, so this is the color that I was looking for. The deep dark brown color from the roux. I wanted it to have a very dark complexion and nice, full, deep flavors. So I added the onions, the celery, and the bell peppers to the roux. And then I'm gonna add the tomatoes, my okra, my bay leaves, all of my seasonings, my smoked paprika, black pepper, curry powder, roasted Geera, garlic, and red pepper flakes. All of that got added in. I'm also gonna add my Sazon, 1 pack of that. Then I'm gonna add some more Adobe, some more Cajun seasonings, and some fresh garlic. And I'm gonna bring all of that to a boil. I'm gonna taste it to see if I need to adjust more seasonings before I add my meats. Okay, it's been about 8 minutes and my gumbo has come to a complete boil. I'm waiting for the okra to cook and the veggies to get nice and tender. Meanwhile, I'm gonna add the chicken and the sausage as it continues to cook. So we will add our chicken. And fun fact, you can also add other seafoods if you want, like crab. But this is just a traditional take on gumbo. So the chicken, because the chicken wasn't fully cooked, it's going to continue to cook with the rest of the veggies, and the sausage is just going to blend in to give it a little more added flavor. The shrimps, again, as I said, is going to be the very last thing that we add because they're already fully cooked, and we still want them to have a bite. And I'll be back when we add the shrimps. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes and my gumbo is nearly complete. The okras have come up to the top, which is an indicator that they are cooked. My veggies are nice and tender. My chicken has finished cooking. Now the very last thing that I'm going to do is add the shrimps to the gumbo. Then when I come back, I'm going to show you how it all looks plated in a plate. Alright, here's the completed product. Chicken, shrimp, and sausage gumbo. And I'm going in for the taste test. It's so nice and thick. The sauce is nice and thick. The okra is done. I'm going to take a shrimp. Wow. I believe this is my best gumbo yet. Please remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and please share with your friends. Thanks for watching.